Okay, so let's use the same graph. So for you guys, make sure you look at the first page. I don't know why the graph didn't print right on the second page. So when we get g of 12, we need to get 12 plus the integral from 3 to 12 of f of t dt. So we have a graph. We're integrating from here to 12, and we're going forward. So we're going to use area. So this area is 2 times 2, so that's 2. This area, make sure you count right. 1, 2, 3 by 1. So this area is 1.5, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4 by 2, so this area is 4. So this is 12 plus, and the integral would be you're accumulating going forward. So you would add 2, you would subtract 1.5, you would add 4. I'm assuming that when you're uploading your answers, they're going to keep with where you don't have to simplify your arithmetic, but if you wanted to, I think that's 16.5. Okay. So the easiest way to show that something's continuous is to show that it's differentiable. So we're going to say g prime of x is 1 plus f of x. That's the second fundamental theorem. Okay, and we're going to say on 312, f is continuous. Therefore, g prime of x is continuous, which means g is differentiable. Oh, yeah, because the derivative exists. Okay. Okay, you're like, oh, we want an output to be 10. You're like, this is the IVT. So what do we need? We need to say g is continuous on 312. We already proved y. Okay. G of, I get to check the endpoints. G of 3 is 3 plus 3 to 3 of f of t dt. You're like, oh, the bounds match, so this is 3. We know then that 10 is between g of 3 and g of 12, because this is 3 and this is 16.5. Okay, so we said therefore, by the IVT, there is some, in class we use C, but this word says there's some x on, and use the open interval, 3 to 12, where g of x is 10. Okay, one more. Okay, a critical point is where the derivative doesn't exist, but the output does. We already said it's differentiable, so the derivative exists. So we're going to find g prime of x, which we said was 1 plus f of x. So the usual way you get a critical point is that g prime of x equals 0, which means 1 plus f of x equals 0, which means f of x is equal to -1, which from my graph is at x is equal to 6.